What are you doing here? I've been driving the last Audi A8 for several days. I made a video to clarify his strengths and weaknesses. Never row away. First of all, the appearance is really needless to say. Violent, handsome. Compared with the previous Audi A5, I think the design of this one will be more technological and modern. My most dazzling position is to pull up a slip-back shape from the C-pillar like a floating window. Because, after all, he's a 5.0 bike from Audi. Especially this time, his entire lamp has also changed, and the logo in the middle will light up. Then there will be an hour light strip in the middle, and there will be 8 lamp language modes to choose from. After all, it is the debut, and Audi is still very professional in playing with lights. Next, take a look at the wheel hub configuration. Look at the RS logo, brothers. This one has an RS kit, a 20-inch wheel hub, and a switch for the flat ratio of 3 or 5. It seems that the visual effect of the pull plate is the same. At the tail, it is my favorite place for his shape. Especially this place has a ducktail design. The whole back shape is pulled down in one line. This internal space is okay, right? Then below are 2 double exhaust gases. The measured sound waves are really good. Then finally throw out the tools and show them to you for a few seconds. Open the door and walk into the interior. First of all, the glass of the frameless door is really explosive. This time, the entire interior design has also undergone great changes. Let me show you a few sets of empty mirrors first. Okay, secondly, this is an embracing cockpit, and this time, SAIC, Audi AV, has cooperated with... So there are a lot of cameras outside, and this car also has a high-end bracket, okay? Then, the seat, the shape is very handsome. But under the previous S-Sports models, there will be this sports seat. The main and passenger seats are ventilated and heated, including massage. This time, the strength of the seat massage and the entire area are still relatively limited. Then the heavily eye on the head, you can see that, it can be dimmed. Now, here... And then what about the interior of this car? There is one thing I really don't like, and that is the whole gear shifting mechanism. It doesn't look as cool as before, and the handling feels so comfortable. Then again, the material used for the whole interior is very good. But this is the only one. This kind of glossy treatment is very sticky fingerprints. You can take a look. Very sticky fingerprints. There's another one I don't like, just the whole throttle. If he changes to the dust style, the whole throttle in the foot of the car will feel better. In fact, the top of the steering wheel is replaced by a flat one, and the bottom is replaced by a flat one. This time, the steering wheel is also a 4-component, and the entire panel is replaced by this touch button type. And then there's some vibration feedback coming in the back row. Guys, after all this time, it is SAIC ODL, and LL represents a long wheelbase, so I will do it. The whole seat cushion is also softer than the previous Audi model. In front of me is my driving and sitting position. What do you think? There's a special space. Of course, I think the back row is still suitable for 2 people, and the whole car is the most comfortable for 4 people. Okay? Drive the car. This is what the brothers care about the most. First of all, this steering wheel is electrically adjustable. What about this seat? The overall package wrapping and ride softness and comfort are improved compared with the previous model. This sports seat has been improved. The main thing is that this car has the latest engine of a A8 Evo 5, 200 kilowatts of power, and 400 Newton meters of torque. First of all, let's talk about the steering of this car. The whole steering is actually a little more sporty than the 3rd series. And you can also adjust the feeling of his entire steering ratio alone. The feedback of the steering wheel has several modes of balance, dynamics, comfort, energy, saving, and personalization. Then I felt each mode because it has a suspension with CDC. The difference in variable total suspension is still obvious. First of all, under the balance, including energy saving and comfort, the whole feeling of this car will be more resilient to me. There is some softness in the tenacity compared to the ultimate softness of the 3 series and the ultimate comfort of the seat. It seems that only it is more sporty. When you go to dynamic, this car has a 2-stage throttle. When you lower your profile, you will find that there is still a section to step on. Let's you do some extreme floor oil moves. Let's do 1 kick 3 to 1. I'll react. Oh, for a second. The turbine starts. Woo! Okay, the brakes are great. Then that. The brakes of the BMW 3 Series are tougher. What about today's Audi, which has also become more technological? Are there any disadvantages? That is, his entire gearbox is dual. Compared with the gearbox of Bahoma 6, he doesn't have a 7. Shot powerfully. He made it very dense. If he increases the speed rate between each gear a little, turn up the gears a little bit, this car is equipped with his 1V engine, which is really powerful. Let's take a look at his 2 control cars. The controllability, including the speed, is still very good. Come, let's see if he'll fall casually ahead. Okay, the left turn is recognized in front. Let's take a look. How do you recognize that there was no line at this intersection? Oh, that's not bad. Choose a route that is centered. This car is also divided into 2 versions. One is 4-wheel drive and the other is front-wheel drive. Then if friends buy a car just to consider the shape, the price of buying 20 segments of the front drive is very fragrant. But if you really want to experience the 4WD experience about it, this full-blooded version, 1 to 3 85th generation engines, you must buy a flower ball, 4-wheel drive. His entire user interface, including the entire fluidity, including the reactionability, is actually much weaker than that of new energy vehicles. But I think it's still in the luxury distribution plate of the fuel car. What he has done is very, very okay. At least the first tier. As a young person, if you don't buy Xiaomi, don't buy any other new energy sports cars. Is this car your cup of tea?